And we're here live today at the Thurgood Marshall College Fund 17th Annual Leadership Institute, and we're blessed to have with us during the broadcast Dr. David Hall. He's the president of the University of the Virgin Islands. Thank you for doing the broadcast today, sir.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
Of course, the first thing on everybody's mind is that how are you guys doing? We're in the aftermath of two Category 5 hurricanes came to the Caribbean, and you guys were hit, and you were hit pretty hard. Just take some time and just give us an update and talk to us about what indeed you guys are dealing with and how things are going right now with the relief effort.
Yes. Well, first of all, thanks for the opportunity to tell the story.
Yes, sir.
I think it's a very compelling story.
Yes, sir.
You were very accurate. On September 6th, we were hit with a Category 5 hurricane, Hurricane Irma, that had a devastating impact on our St. Thomas campus. We had buildings destroyed, which we estimate amount to about $40 million. All of our buildings were affected in some way. Had about 175 students on our St. Thomas campus who had no place to go, so we housed them on campus. And they were there for about 36 hours without water, without running water and electricity. So it was pretty devastating for them. Unfortunately, about close to 2 weeks later, we got hit by Hurricane Maria, which was also a Category 5 hurricane with winds of 150 to 170 miles per hour. Maria hit our St. Croix campus, and destroyed about $10 million more of buildings and other infrastructure. So we have suffered we estimate about $51 million in destruction on our campuses. What is even more compelling is that the entire Virgin Islands was affected, and so faculty members, students, etc., who live there are many without homes, roofs off. Only at this point in time, about 20% of the Virgin Islands has permanent power, and there are a lot of people who don't have the kind of basic things that we all have grown accustomed to.
So at this point, we're still talking 80% of the people still don't have the basic things that we take for granted every day: electricity,
at least
water,
in the way that they would normally
exactly.
get it. Some people, of course, have purchased generators and are able to get power that way, but not in the way that you would normally have it. The good news for us is because of the resiliency of our faculty, staff, and students, we were able to resume classes 2 weeks ago. And that allowed us to save the semester because there was a major question as to whether we could still have a semester. And we made the commitment to our students that we were going to save the semester. And we have this principle of hold harmless. And what hold harmless meant was that every class that we offered at the beginning of the year before the hurricanes came would be offered for this semester. And we've been able to do that. However, those courses are not necessarily offered in the same format. We're doing some of them online. We're having, because there's a curfew that's still in place. Our evening classes had to stop, and also our lighting was on campus was severely damaged. So in some areas of the campus, it wouldn't even be safe to have classes. So we've had to use weekends and online. We've asked our faculty members to record their lectures, so if students can't make a class, they can go to the library or go online and view it. So I think it's a miracle and a testament to the resiliency and creativity of our faculty, staff, and students that after experiencing two Category 5 hurricanes that we could resume classes in a month. We've had to extend our semester, so we'll go to December 22nd. We'll have exams right after the break. So it's taken a lot of creativity to just still keep moving. Despite that, I certainly don't want people to think that all is well.
Right.
Because, with $51 million
Sure.
of damages,
Right.
with people in the community
Right.
suffering more than the university has, we're trying to play a role in the overall recovery
Right.
of the Virgin Islands, and we certainly need financial support, moral support, prayers, all of those things that allow a community to overcome a tragedy. This has been a traumatic experience for all of us. But I am still proud of the people of the Virgin Islands, and certainly proud of the university community for all we've been able to do so far.
Wow. So right now, your assessment of what is the most pressing need that you have and the challenge that you're facing to get things back to where they were before these two devastating hurricanes hit you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And the assessment is that the things we need the most are finances and
Right.
prayers.
Right.
Because the reality is that the Virgin Islands is a tourist economy.
Right.
And people don't come to a place
Right.
that they feel
Right.
is dangerous
Right.
because
Right.
their lines down
Right.
or whatever. And even though it's not as dangerous as people might think, that perception
Right.
stands in the way. So the territory is moving to try to restore the cruise ship industry and all of the other tourist attractions, but you can imagine the financial impact and
Yes.
the revenue impact that's had on the territory.
Right.
If the territory has a revenue challenge,
Right.
then that automatically means
The
the university.
university
has
itself.
one.
Right.
And so we have relied on the local government for 50% of our funding, and of course that's now in jeopardy.
Right.
And so we
Again,
need
because it
to-
comes back to the fact that they're, yeah,
Of course,
exactly, yes,
it's-
yes, wow.
They can't give
It's
us
connected.
they can't give us what they don't have.
Right.
And so we really do need support financially so that the university can continue to operate, and we appreciate whatever can occur on one specific level for our students, faculty, and staff. We've started a UVI Rise Relief Fund, and so if anyone goes to our website, which is www.uvi.edu, they can see the relief fund and make a specific donation to that area that will help the individuals involved.
Right.
But certainly if anyone wants to make a donation to that recovery effort overall, the structural recovery effort and the financial one, then they can certainly contact me. My email is dhall@uvi.edu. And we really believe that with the financial support and with the prayers that UVI is going to come back bigger, better, and stronger. But this is a road that we are traveling, and we need the support of others to travel with us.
Absolutely. Dr. Hall, you have our prayers, and we do all that we can do to help to get the word out, particularly across the HBCU Nation.
Yes.
And folk, and one more time about how folk can respond to your recovery initiative. One more time, just give it to them again, please.
Sure.
Right.
They can respond to the relief fund
Right.
by going on our website, which is www.uvi.edu, and it's called the UVI Rise Relief Fund, because we are going to rise.
That's right.
And we
Absolutely.
want people to contribute there. If they are wanting to make a larger donation to the financial situation that the university faces,
Right.
then I would just ask them to contact me at dhall@uvi.edu.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you so much. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, and we're going to do all that we can do to help gather, if you will, others and mobilize the community here on the mainland, the HBCU community, to do all that we can do and should do to lend the support that you need.
Well, we appreciate that very
Yes,
much,
sir.
and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
To tell the story.
Thank you, God. God bless you.
Alrighty.
Okay, Doc.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, we're all.